Appreciate everybody coming out. Good win last Saturday. Got a lot of respect for Coach Rebo and Nichols, and they played extremely hard. We had some opportunities to put a few more points on the board. I think it's the first time in my career I've had 2 interceptions in the end zone with our offense, but hopefully we learned our lesson on that, and I got a chance to play a lot of guys. I think we played 89 guys in the game, which is good. You want to try to play as many as you can. These guys work their tails off, and they deserve that opportunity to go out and play in a game on Saturday night, in front of their folks and everybody here at Tulane. Starting conference play this week. UAB, I was kind of looking at their schedule from last season. They won 7 games, won a bowl game, and out of the 6 games they lost, 5 of them were 1 touchdown or less. So they had an opportunity to have a heck of a year. Coach Dilfer is, I think, doing a really nice job over there. I've gotten to know him a little bit, and so this is big for us. It's a conference game. They all count 1, and we need to play better than we did last Saturday in order to have the outcome we want. Questions? Yeah, he played at Baylor coming out of high school, and where he really gets you is he can run too. I think he's their leading rusher, also, and so those dual threat quarterbacks are tough sometimes because you do everything right in the back end, and he finds a little crease and he takes off running for a gain of 10. So got to do a good job in our pass rush lanes and obviously coverage as well. They've done a very good job. Coach Wood and defensive staff, I think, have done a good job of game planning. We threw a whole lot at them in the spring, summer, preseason camp. We've kind of pared it down a little bit here over the last few weeks, and I think they're really grasping what we're teaching them and doing a nice job of not busting. That's a big part of success in any phase. Is just having 11 guys doing the right thing. Yeah. You study everybody in the summer. You do a preliminary game plan in the summer. But they were really difficult because they had, 3 new coordinators. They'd never played a game before. This is the first year with their offensive coordinator. Defensive coordinators worked with Coach Dilfer a little bit in the past. Special teams guys was at Middle Tennessee last year. So we looked at where they were at, but it's, thank goodness this in week 1 because we really had no clue as to what they were doing. Yeah, I met him at the conference meeting. We had meetings in, of all places, Vail, Colorado. So I met him out there, and then we met at the media day in Dallas. So that's the only time I've really met. Seen him on TV a bunch. But I don't know him real well, but heard great things about him. I'm usually pretty good at this. I'm gonna guess 72, 73, or they weren't in conference. 31, 32, 30, 31. That's a couple years ago. You and I weren't born then, Ed. We were. No, you weren't. Because I wasn't close, so I know you weren't close. That's a big deal, but I don't really get into that. We're trying to go 1-0, play our best every week. I think when you look too far ahead or you worry about things that happened in the past, you're not going to be your best. We're just focusing on the day and getting better. I know that's not a good answer, but that's what we try to do. I don't know. I talked about that a little bit too. I had one of my coaches was talking about that, and I think that motivation lasts as long as you come out of the locker room and then it's done. You got to go out and play the game. So we're worried about preparation, and we talk. I thought we had a great week of preparation last week. I don't think we, flipped the switch on game day last week. I didn't think we locked in and played as well as we needed to for those 3.5 hours. We did the first part well, but you got to do both in order to win a bunch of ball games. Yeah, I'm always thinking positively, and I always, this is stuff you think about in the off season. Work towards it every single day, but yeah, when I took the job, I think I was standing right up there, and I said Tulane has had great teams in the past, great players, just haven't done it consistently. And like I've said many times, we came real close for 3 years. We had a bunch of games we lost on the last play, which is hard to do, but we always had this goal. Well, everybody is capable of playing at a higher level, no doubt about it. We've had spurts where we've played excellent on the offensive line. The big thing for us we got to really work on is our pass protection. And that's not just the offensive line. Sometimes it's the quarterback. He shouldn't step up in the pocket, and he does. He's got a clean pocket. He steps into pressure. It's the running backs not picking up the proper backer or outside edge blitzer. It's the tight ends when they're involved in protection. It's wide receivers not blocking instead of running the route. That happened on Saturday also. So there's a lot of things that go into poor pass protection. So we want to improve in that area. Thought he did some great things. I wish he wouldn't have got hit so many times, but I told him he did a good job. I like his sliding. He's going forward now, and he's gaining about 4 more yards, which is really impressive because he's an excellent runner. But I thought for being off a couple of weeks and taking some hits because we weren't protecting things properly, I thought he did an excellent job. Well, just improvement, just like everybody. He's got room for improvement. There's a couple throws he wishes he had back. That one in the end zone back over there. I'm sure he'd like to have it back. Quarterback is, we're always looking for that perfect game. It's out there someplace. The quarterback's the toughest position to do that with because he's involved in every single play. And this game's become very complicated. Whether it's RPOs or you got 2 calls and you're checking the one or the other or whatever the case may be, route adjustments by the receivers, changing your protection. When you get up there, there's a lot of things going on. It used to be pretty easy when Steve and I were playing, but it's more difficult now. Oh, he does a great job with all that. He's got all the intangibles that you're looking for in a college football player, and certainly for a quarterback. So he understands how to get ready for a game. Where he needs to be at during the game too. Well, it's playing at home. We have a great crowd, hopefully, and it's a conference game. I just got done talking to them all about being an in-season hero. There's so many guys that are good January through August. They lift those weights and they talk all the time about how they're going to kick butt during the season, and then the season comes and they start fading because it's tough on them mentally, tough on them physically. We get up early. These guys get up at 5:30 every morning, come out here and get ready to go. And some guys relish the grind. Some guys start kind of going the wrong direction. So I told the tough guys to help the weak guys. Hopefully we don't have very many of them. Nah, he's playing. Yeah, I was talking to somebody about that yesterday. I just, it really hasn't been to me, it hasn't become clear. Okay, this guy's 1, this guy's 2, this guy's 3. They're all doing some good things. They're all doing some things that we wish they wouldn't do. Some of that's protection, some of that's running the correct play, running the right route. So I was talking to one of them yesterday. I said, shoot your guess as good as mine right now. I think we got a bunch of guys that are really good, but they just need some more experience. So it might take another few weeks. Yeah, I would like that. I'd like to, and if not one, two guys, that you get the majority of the carries. But right now, it's not clear to me. It's not clear to Coach Nagel and Coach Carter. All of us on all the guys on the offensive side of the ball. I think that's big. I actually talked to Patrick last week. He was going to try to come over here for the game. He had some stuff going on, and he was really happy that his record was broken. Some guys don't feel like it. Believe it or not, I've had some guys. Well, he played more games than me, so he was excited and everything else. Patrick Ramsey was a #1 draft pick, first-round draft pick. So that's a good player that he just passed. So yeah, that's a big mark for Michael and our program. Oh yeah, I just was talking to somebody about that now. It's we're a developmental program. I watched two guys last night playing on team when I got home, Patrick Johnson and Cam Sample. I still remember them against Ohio State when they had no first-round draft pick offensive tackles, and those two guys are freshmen. They're weighing about 230 pounds. And that is when I knew, hey, these guys got a chance to be players. Now they're playing in the NFL year 3, I guess. So Michael's gotten better every single year, and that's what I try to find coaches that are technique fundamental guys and understand scheme. I want them both, but he's done an excellent job, and and he's had the opportunity to play a lot of games here, and I remember when he came in. I guess it was over there at Southern Miss. He came in and played, and it's just gotten better and better and better, and he's earned it. He works hard at it.